providing safe housing for the survivors of sexual and domestic abuse. Hello, I'm Kellye Lynn, and this is Comcast Newsmakers. Joining me at this hour is Peg Hacskaylo, Executive Director of the District Alliance for Safe Housing. Thanks so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me.
You're also known as Dash.
Yes, that's right, for short.
How long have you been around, and exactly what do you offer women?
So I founded Dash in the fall of 2006, and that was really to provide housing for survivors who weren't able to get access to housing in other ways. So we created a number of different housing programs to be accessible to women and children who had, say, substance abuse issues or mental health issues or large families, other kinds of things that might have prevented them from being able to access safe housing before. And currently we have 150 beds in our housing program and another 20 units of scattered site housing for women and children escaping violence.
Tell me about how many women you're able to serve per year.
So for the last year, we had just opened up our Cornerstone residence last year, and in the last year we've been able to serve 150 women and children in that program.
On your website, you talk about really recognizing what domestic violence actually is. And I guess the concern is probably that women who are living with it might not even realize what's happening to them. So what should women look for? Yeah,
a lot of women think that if there's sort of arguing going on or sort of minor outbursts, that they aren't experiencing domestic violence. They think that it has to be, a black eye or a bloodied lip or something like that. Technically, domestic violence is about a pattern of abusive abusive behaviors.
That could be verbal abuse.
It could be verbal abuse, it could be threats, it could be, punching a wall or breaking something that's special to you or, threatening the children. So there are a lot of different things that play into domestic violence that I think survivors don't necessarily recognize as being a pattern of abuse towards them, and we're hoping that they can get the help that they need if they reach out and begin to learn what that pattern looks like.
So we're talking about short-term housing and then transitional housing, which could really give women a place to stay for up to 2 years?
Right, exactly. So what we have found is that if we are able to offer families a safe, stable place to live, and sometimes they need something longer than the typical 90 days that emergency shelter provides them, if we can give them up to 2 years to have a stable place for themselves and their families, to get their budgets together, to get job training, legal services, whatever it is that they need to get their lives stable, they can move into more permanent, independent situations.
One of your fundraisers coming up in the very near future is Allies in Change. It's a luncheon. Tell me about that.
So this is our opportunity, our annual opportunity to recognize our partners in the community who have really gone above and beyond to help us make a difference in the lives of the women and children we're serving. And so we recognize pro bono attorneys who have helped us, volunteer programs who have been especially helpful to us, and some individuals who have also really volunteered and made a difference in our work. And that's why we're considered the District Alliance for Safe Housing, is because we're an alliance of programs and people and community members who've come together to address this problem.
All right, so this is coming up on March 28th between the hours of 12 and 2 at the Hyatt Regency.
Yes, that's right.
All right, and where can people buy tickets?
They can go to our website, www.dc.org, and click on the Allies and Change logo there to purchase tickets or even make a sponsorship commitment.
And what about women who might be watching right now who might be in need of your services?
I would also recommend that they go to our website. There's a number of different tests there where they can begin to figure out what their situations are, if they're experiencing abuse, or just to access our services. And they can find all that information on our website, or to call our Housing Resource Center. And that number is 728-7483.
All right, Peg Hacskaylo, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
And we thank you very much for watching Comcast Newsmakers. If you would like more information about events happening in your community, go to Comcast On Demand and click Get Local. I'm Kellye Lynn. Take care.